here's your EOAlive weather forecast.
Hope all of you had a great Wednesday. Gabe Curtis reporting on this August 24th, brought to you by Conklin Insurance. Highs topped out into the low to mid-90s for much of us today, an exception for that hot spot, 99 in Ontario, and that cold spot, 83 in Meacham. Heading out the door this afternoon, we've seen some storms fire up across the northern blues and especially into the Wallowas as I anticipated. Yesterday, I mentioned there was a slight chance we could see a few of those cells work their way into the northern valleys, and we actually saw a few lightning strikes as far west as Union and Cove. Those storms are now winding down, but we still have a slight chance to see a few cells within the next hour or two up towards the north. Otherwise, it will go down as a completely dry night, dropping those temperatures into the mid to the upper 50s. For much of the central part of our region, an exception for those higher elevations, colder into the upper 40s to lower 50s, while Pendleton and Ontario stay the warmest into the mid to the upper 60s with just some scattered clouds around. Heading into the day on Thursday, low 90s will be the story for much of us, an exception for Meacham to Baker, cooler into the mid to the upper 80s, while Pendleton and Ontario will stay more mild into the mid to the upper 90s. I'm expecting a little bit more clouds out towards the south compared to the north, which could produce a slight chance for maybe just a few rumbles of thunder out that way with maybe just a few showers. Otherwise, the remainder of our region will stay completely dry. Heading into the day on Thursday for LeGrand, it looks like this will start out into the mid-60s at the 8 o'clock hour, abundantly clear, beginning with a light westerly wind flow. During the day, we see that change to the northwest, picking up to about 25-mile-an-hour wind gusts in spots as we just see a few clouds. But overall, sunshine will be the story, rising those temperatures to the lower 90s by the 4 o'clock hour. Those winds become light and change to the north by the evening. Heading into my short-term forecast for the Grand Ronde Valley, tracking a high of 91 for Thursday, drop into the mid to the upper 50s overnight, almost a carbon copy on Friday before we see a major cool down briefly for the weekend. As we head into my 7-day forecast, those highs cool down into the low to mid 80s over the weekend with those lows into the mid to the upper 40s. Latest update shows more cloud cover on Saturday, producing a slight chance for some isolated drizzle late in the day and into early Sunday if we see some clouds lingering. Otherwise, we see lots of sunshine quickly returning as we warm those temperatures into the low to mid 90s throughout the first half of the week, although some more clouds move in late Monday and through Tuesday that could produce at least a slight chance for a few storms in the picture. Otherwise, we're potentially warmer into the mid to the upper 90s the second half of the week as we see lots of sunshine return. This has been Gabe Curtis bringing the most accurate forecast you can get here in Eastern Oregon. Thank you to the folks down at Conklin Insurance for sponsoring this weathercast, and I will be back tomorrow.